Hey guys, welcome back to Maximum Automation. So today in this video, we're gonna discuss about WebDriver Manager for .NET. You must be wondering that what is WebDriver Manager, right? As you might be already aware that in Selenium WebDriver, we have to download the Chrome driver, Gecko driver, and other browsers driver binary file, which allows WebDriver to perform the operations on browsers. This is quite painful because each time we have to download the new drivers manually when a new version of the browsers are released. Now to remove all these manual efforts, WebDriver Manager comes into rescue. It does this job for us. So this is the GitHub page of WebDriverManager.net. We can find all the details over here that how to use it in our framework. First of all, we have to install the WebDriver Manager package, and we can install using this command in Package Manager console or from NuGet Package Manager screen in Visual Studio. Search for the WebDriver Manager and then install it by clicking on the Install button. So it has been installed. And if we can go to the packages, then we can find the package for WebDriver Manager over here. So we are done with the installation. Now the next step is to let WebDriver Manager to set up WebDriver binaries for our tests. And to do that, we have to write this piece of code in the framework to set up the browser driver before we initialize our WebDriver object. Now we'll go back to the project and then we'll open a step definition class. As we can see that we have initialized the WebDriver object based on the browser type. So we'll set up the driver binaries inside the same if block. Paste the code over here. And then use the WebDriver Manager package for driver manager and Chrome config method. So this line of code will check the latest version of the WebDriver binary file and then downloads it if not already present in the system. Similarly, we can do the same setup for Internet Explorer driver as well. Here are the list of browsers which WebDriver Manager supports. So copy the Internet Explorer config and then pass it into the setup driver method. If you want to use it for other browser as well, let's say for Firefox, then we can do that by replacing the config method for the browser, and then we are all set up to run the test on Firefox browser. So WebDriver Manager provides different ways to set up the driver config. Like if you want any specific version, then we can do that by providing the version number. Or if it is based on architecture like 32-bit or 64-bit, then we can do that as well by passing the architecture.x32 or 64. Now we'll go to the project and we'll run our test. But before running the test, if we can go to the bin folder of our project, then we can see that there is no WebDriver binary files are placed. So WebDriver Manager will download the file when we'll run our test. Now let's run the test. So execution has been started. Now let's go to the bin folder again. Here we can see that a Chrome folder has been created over here. And if we go inside, then we can see the binary file for Chrome drivers over here. Similarly, if we run our test on different browser, let's say Firefox, then also a folder will be created for Firefox. And the latest binary file for Gecko driver will get downloaded. So execution has been started on Firefox. And if we go to the bin folder, then we can see the Firefox folder over here and the Gecko driver binary file. So this is how we can use the WebDriver Manager in our project. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, then please subscribe the channel to get more videos on automation. Also, please don't forget to click on the bell icon. Thank you.